Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Ravishing review. My name is Ryan. Today we are looking at the War Games match from WCW Fall Brawl 1998. That is going to be between Team WCW, Team NWO Hollywood, and Team NWO Wolfpack. Representing WCW, it's going to be DDP, Roddy Piper, and the Warrior making his pay-per-view debut. Team NWO Hollywood is Hollywood Hogan, Bret Hart, and Stevie Ray. Interesting choice. And then we have Team NWO Wolfpack, which will be Kevin Nash, Sting, and Lex Luger. WCW versus the world. It does not get any bigger than this. We'll go over the rules real quick. We have two men begin one-on-one for the first 5 minutes. Someone then enters every 2 minutes until everyone has entered. Whomever scores the pinfall or submission gets a WCW World Heavyweight Championship match versus Goldberg. This edition is known for two different stipulations. Number one, every man for himself. So no team warfare, but yet we'll divide ourselves into teams. Okay. And then number two, the match can end at any time. Meaning if someone gets pinned in the first 5 minutes, it's over. How silly is that? What's the point of having teams coming at random... teams coming at random intervals all throughout, all at random draw. But yet, in the first 5 minutes, okay, so we'll jump right into it. It's a DDP and Bret Hart who start off. So you're telling me if Bret Hart locks in the sharpshooter and DDP taps by the time the next person comes out, the match is over. Okay. Bret's off to a hot start, hits a belly to belly. DDP goes for a diamond cutter. Bret avoids. Bret continues to work over DDP, hitting a Russian leg sweep. The crowd is absolutely dead for this. DDP hits a discus clothesline. And then up next is Stevie Ray. Him and Bret, being on a team, try to double team DDP, but he counters with a double clothesline. Up next is Sting! We have Sting and Stevie Ray in one ring, DDP and Bret in the other ring. Stevie Ray tries to get from one ring to the other. So then Sting follows, but then he ends up diving from ring one to ring two and almost spiking himself into the canvas in the process. Stinger hits a few Stinger splashes. Up next is Roddy Piper and then Lex Luger. I'm skipping that because it's Roddy Piper in his dying days of his in-ring career, and it's Lex Luger. If you were waiting for an explanation, you don't need one. It's Lex Luger. It's in-ring Lex Luger in 1998. If you want more elaboration, go check out a ref bump or referee's discretion with Jeff Hall and myself. It's all in there. So up next for the Wolfpack is Kevin Nash. Then we see Hollywood Hogan. He kind of repo mans his way to the ring. And then he just walks right in. He has like a minute 20 left on the 2-minute timer before he comes in. Him and Stevie Ray both have slapjacks, take everyone out. Hogan gets a few leg drops right on Kevin Nash. Going for the pin, and then a giant smoke cloud fills the ring from like the 4 ring posts. Warrior appears out of nowhere in the middle of the ring. He's doing all of his mannerisms. Immediately gets pummeled by Hogan. And then smoke fills the ring again. And then all that's left once the smoke clears, Hogan's holding Warrior's jacket. By this point, it's a minute into the next interval. So the Warrior has a minute left before he's supposed to come to the ring. Nope. You hear the pyro, here he comes running. Fun fact before we keep going. The warrior in the ring, the warrior in the ring was actually the renegade. That would be the Ultimate Warrior knockoff. Then the real one is the one we see after you hear the pyro. Warrior's taking it to Stevie Ray. It gives Hogan enough time to get out of the cage. It's kind of a really crappy looking War Game cell. But the Disciple coming out, pulling Hogan out of the ring. Warrior then breaks out of the cage, kicking a corner of the cell open, and then jumping down. And then as he's chasing Hogan up the aisle, you can see he's like rolled an ankle or something. He's literally just hobbling up the ramp just to get to Hogan. Security breaks it up. And now back in the ring, everyone's starting to come to. Everyone's starting to wake up. Bret's holding DDP. Stevie Ray swings the slapjack. And what it looked like was supposed to happen was DDP was supposed to duck, hit Bret Hart. But what happened was he barely missed DDP on the duck, but didn't even come close to Bret Hart. Bret still had to sell it because then the finish was DDP, Diamond Cutter, out of nowhere, gets the win, ends this awful, awful War Games match. This is a 0-star match out of 5. What a freaking mess. Where to begin with this? What is the point of being on teams if it's every man for themselves? What was the point of the whole Hogan Warrior shtick? We knew the match was coming to Halloween Havoc. We didn't need this. Why did everyone die while all of this was happening? Why did they recreate the finish from the 92 War Games? And I know that was actually a part of the turnbuckle they had undone and that. Why? Who knows? This is an absolutely awful match, awful idea, awful in concept. I don't go lower than 0 because if you are where you are in professional wrestling, it's because of hard work, okay? It's because I at least give performers respect. This came really close to getting a negative review because it was just awful from start to finish. This is the worst War Games match in professional wrestling history. Oh, yeah, and this has to be shared. At the beginning of this card, okay, Fall Brawl 98, it was the British Bulldog and Jim the Anvil Neidhart taking on the Dancing Fools, which was Das Wunderkind Alex Wright and the Disco Inferno. At one point, Bulldog takes a back body drop onto the trap door that the Warrior pops out of during the main event. Nobody told Bulldog there was a trap door there. They didn't tell anybody. The move resulted in a spinal infection that almost paralyzed him, but definitely shortened his career. And just the most WCW thing of them all, while he was recuperating from this injury caused by them because of their negligence, Bulldog receives his walking papers via FedEx. And we wonder why there's not a WCW network today. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out our other social media links in the description below. Be sure to tune into the PWO WrestleCast, the premier professional wrestling podcast, every Monday, live at 7 p.m. on Facebook. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on another Ravishing review.